Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel and Arit here.
Hello.
And welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind, episode number 119.
Yes, welcome everybody to another Thursday live stream. Welcome back. If you have been here with us for the past few weeks, months, maybe even more than a year, it has been more than a year. My name is Arit. If you're new here, this is Jewel. We're founders of Essetino Media, and we always love helping you create profitable content and make more money doing what you love. So we host these live streams every single week here to be a resource for you to hang out with like-minded creators and entrepreneurs, other people who have passion projects or even full businesses and brands that they're building. And every single week is different. It's a different adventure. We like to do some discussion topics and also ask you some good questions. But it always starts off with, how is your week?
So let's start off with sharing a win for the week. We like to go off of this energy. It's a good energy, and everything literally is energy. So let's start off with that, and it'll carry us through the show and even to next week. So let's head over to the comments, and while you are putting in your wins, we will say hello to some people. And shout out to Lisa for the double super sticker. She gave 2 super stickers right off the bat. One is a diamond and one is a
very
birthday cake.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa.
It was Arit's birthday last Monday.
This past week?
Yeah, this past Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much has happened since then, so it's like a blur. It feels like a while ago. But yes, thank you so much, Lisa. I really appreciate that.
And that, yeah, for knowing that.
Yeah, I know.
knowing that it was your birthday. And
did we announce it on the channel? I don't know if we did a community post.
I can't. Oh, I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I did a happy birthday post to you.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you, Lisa.
That's awesome. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. And we celebrated Arit's birthday by doing a quick seaplane flight to the island here. So there's this place here. We're here in Vancouver, but there's this place and it's on an island. It's called Vancouver Island, and it's like its own little strip of island. And you need to either get there by ferry or boat or by seaplane.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never taken a seaplane, and I've lived here pretty much my whole life. And so we're like, try something new. So we took a seaplane, which was like a 30-minute flight, and it usually takes hours. So the ferry, like waiting in line for the ferry, the actual ferry,
yeah,
then being able to drive within the island in the city, I'd say it's like a 3-4 hour thing.
The ferry ride itself is like an hour something. But just waiting for the ferry ride. So it's a whole trip. But doing the float plane over to Victoria was awesome. It was so cool. When we arrived.
Experience.
Yeah, definitely. And you can see everything, right? Because it's a float plane, it doesn't fly as high altitude. So you have a gorgeous view the whole way there. And when we arrived, we went to the famous Empress Hotel in Victoria. It's a gorgeous hotel there, and they're known for their high tea services. And so I just pigged out there. We had Jewel and Jewel's sister along there. It was awesome.
Yeah, and the plane, it was a small plane. I think, this one was more of a main route, but there was like less than 12 people on there, including the pilot. And it was so different doing this kind of a plane, like a small plane, because the pilot like takes your bag from you, like your purse and stuff in your backpack, and he puts it in the back of the plane.
Yeah.
And you don't have anything, and you just sit there. And it was so quick, so fast. It is loud because it is a smaller plane, but you just put in some earplugs, and it's good to go. And it's 30 minutes, and you're already over on the island. And that was like such a cool experience. I actually want to do more of the float planes.
Yeah, they do the float plane rides over to Whistler and different areas in BC. So it's probably a fun experience for that as well.
All right.
So that was a big win for me this past week, just celebrating my birthday and doing a cool experience like that.
trying new adventures.
Yeah.
New adventures.
Always.
And
those are the best gifts.
yeah.
Like just experiencing
And
is a gift.
And even though like, you never, oh, and another thing that we did that was random and different was we were in Victoria. We've been to Victoria many, many times. Like I've been there so many times since I was a kid.
Hey, Jojo.
But the first, like one of the things that we've never done was take a tour of Victoria.
Yeah, like be an all-out tourist in Victoria.
We randomly got on one of those red hop on, hop off
Yes.
buses where the top was open. And we were just being like a tourist. And everybody was like, oh, where are you from? And we're like, oh, here, Vancouver. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And so it was just like, it was fun to see the city in a different way. And we've got Jojo in the house. Hello, Jojo. And
this is one photo of us on the bus on the hop on, hop off.
Yeah.
It was cool to see just many different sites of Victoria other than the main harbor area.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Timothy.
Timothy's in the house, and we've got Felix.
And Felix, hello, hello. Thanks for the birthday wishes.
Saying happy birthday.
Appreciate it. This is Monica.
Monica's in the house.
Approaching 100 subs.
Wow, amazing, Monica. Almost 100 subscribers.
Very cool. That's exciting, Monica.
And Timothy said, I did my first email campaign using MailChimp, promoting my online course. Nice.
That's awesome. How did it go for you, Timothy?
And how if you're willing to share, how big is your list? Because we just started doing our email list like earlier this year, where we started taking email seriously. We've had emails before, but this year was the year that we started taking email more seriously. And in 2023, we're actually going to be taking it to another level. I have a whole plan laid out for January for a whole email marketing, email sequence, building up our email lists and stuff.
Yeah, we actually have, so we have two Facebook groups. One is our paid Facebook group, which is with the Profitable Channel course. You have to be a member to access that one. And then the free Facebook group. So we use our free Facebook group, the Creative Business Success Group, as a way to collect some of those email addresses. And it's been working really, really great. And, it's just one extra way besides just collecting the emails on your website to grow your list, to expand your community.
And Timothy says, happy birthday, Ree.
Thank you.
You look younger.
The best comment award goes to. Thank you, Timothy. Appreciate that.
Bill says, I've had a productive month. Managed to upload 10 videos so far in October. Wow, that's quite a bit.
Nice
considering
job.
You're like, those are physical projects, like physical videos and stuff.
Yeah, those take time to create, right, Phil? Yeah, that's incredible. Cool. Are you stocking up some more, like, because, December's rolling around. Are you planning on taking a break and just kind of putting together videos for that time? It's the end of the year. I can't believe it already. Like, 2022 is coming to an end.
I know, it's so fast. 2023. I've already got plans for January 2023 to like
so much I want to do next year.
Get ahead and schedule and batch stuff.
Yeah. Batching. It's a life hack for everything.
Felix here says, win of the week.
Ooh, nice.
Made a first consulting call on investing. That's awesome.
Very cool. So you were consulting someone on investing, Felix, and where did that call come from? Mm-hmm. It's always something we like to talk about here. How do you get your new clients? And it's just, if everyone's hearing that, you never know, some ideas can sprout up from that, and that's really cool. It's always exciting to get the first call.
Mm-hmm. Timothy says, he's commenting on Phil.
Yeah.
10 videos is amazing because most people just do one a week. So like 4.
Mm-hmm.
And people are congratulating. Timothy says, under 200 and growing my first campaign, had a 72% open rate.
Amazing.
That is an amazing open rate.
Super engaged. Sure. Yeah, that's excellent, Timothy. Make sure you nurture that list, right?
Yeah.
and
provide value.
Yeah, don't just just drop off like like we have in the past, and many people do, right? It's really its own sort of content strategy plan to sit there and prep, nurture emails and value to send to your list on an ongoing basis.
Cool.
And you can ask them directly too what they want to see, right?
Yeah.
Survey your list, and that way they're helping you curate that value.
Yeah, earlier this year, our list was around that. It was 200 people, 2 to 300. And I remember, yeah, I sent out an email and we got good conversion initially. And then we've been working on growing our list. And I think we're over 1,000 now. But it's like the open rate is 50 something, 50, between 48 and 52%, which is, I think, is still pretty good.
It's still fairly high.
It's going to
for
get
the industry.
less and less the bigger your list grows.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, still pretty good. 72% is a crazy high open rate for sure.
Yeah.
If you can keep that up, that's going to be amazing for you.
That's awesome. Phil says, I've been trying to do more work because it's harder to be motivated when winter comes. Yeah, good thinking. Yeah, just kind of, it's good to know when you're most productive, what months you're most productive, and you, when you're aware of that, you can prepare early on, right?
All right, and we've got Liette in the house. Hey,
Hello,
Liette, how's
Liette.
it going?
And thank you, Jojo. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was awesome. It was an awesome birthday.
Yeah, always trying to do like cool, unique, new, different stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what thing I want to do for my birthday.
Yeah, honestly, like that's the gift that I like. I just want to go have fun with my friends or spend time with my family. Like the experience itself is the fun part. And I also like to give experiences as gifts to other people when it's their birthday.
Felix said, consulted someone. It came from a YouTube video you made.
Nice.
Amazing.
That's always so nice when it happens. We get inquiries all the time from our videos, and yeah, it's just cool that like people already feel like they know you, they've connected with you, and it's not a cold reach out. It's like it's already a warm or hot lead into your other products and services.
And some of our wins here. So it has been like a really crazy busy month and even busy week. And we've had some pretty big projects on the go, and some client projects, courses, YouTube channels and stuff. And there's definitely like a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. One of our clients, not coaching clients, actually it's a course coaching client. He's going to be releasing his course November 4th, and we're behind the scenes, building the funnels, the sales pages, landing pages, things like that. I'm editing all the videos, and this is a monster course.
Yeah.
He's releasing it not fully completed, so it's just like the first 5 modules, and then get people in the door, and then release a new section potentially every week. Haven't fully decided that yet, but no matter what, it's being released on November 4th. And it's a construction course. It has to do with building a basement suite. And
for a real estate investment. So,
yeah.
When people invest in like an income property, this course is all about how to turn that basement suite into positive cash flow, basically, and reoccurring monthly revenue.
Yeah, so that's his specialty. That's what he does. That's how he builds his portfolio. And it's going to be a monster course, like almost 100 lectures. We're halfway. Yeah. I've edited like 50 something of those videos, and I'm excited for him to release it because this course has been a dream of his, and it started during the pandemic when he got thinking to create a digital product, digital asset for himself, because he is used to just building and creating. And so he thought maybe I should create a digital product. And so it's finally his dreams literally coming true. It's really cool to see. And we can finally see the finish line, because when he first started, we've been calling it the Mount Everest course, because 100 lectures is a lot, and we can finally see the top, the release here. Even though it's not fully edited, we now have like a good system in place, all three of us are working together as a team to get this completed. And yeah, it should be really exciting.
Yeah, it's been many years in the making for him, like just from having the idea to create a course to actually reaching out to someone, to anyone, to help him get it done, right? Because it's just been ruminating in his mind for a while. So we're so excited to get this out there for him. And yeah, that's what we're going to be working on this week, but we've been working on in the past few weeks quite a bit.
Shout out to CF Moto Side Rider.
Hello.
Hey Roland, how's it going?
Oh, Timothy, thank you so much.
Timothy, thank you so
You're
much for
awesome.
the super sticker.
Thank you.
Congrats on all of your success that you're having with your course. It's cool to hear every week your wins since you've released your course, because it was like you've released your course, you made some sales, you made some more sales, you're sending out an email campaign.
You're hustling.
Yeah, you're making it. You're making it happen. And Lisa said she wanted to stop by here, say hello. Again, thank you so much, Lisa, for the double super stickers this time around. One for Reed's birthday. And yeah, my birthday's in March, so it's still a ways to go.
You're awesome, Lisa. Thank you so much. And have a good night, too.
A great new client, a large course is so much work. Yes, we've literally been working on this for almost a year. It's coming up on that. We started talking in December and then really started getting it going. And then there have been ups and downs. And it's like that with a course. There are ups and downs. And a lot of people don't get to the finish line of their course because it's a journey. It's a journey. And even, he's done construction work and stuff. And he said, like, this is his greatest, like, thing to conquer in business.
Yeah.
Which is really crazy to think about, considering he literally builds houses.
And someone in real estate, too.
That's easier for him than for doing a course.
Yeah.
But the topic here for today is the power of one more. And it has to do with this audiobook that I have listened to. And it's the motto of Ed Milet. So if you've ever heard of this, he has a YouTube channel. He's not considered a YouTuber first. He is considered like a mega entrepreneur. He's ultra successful.
Have you guys heard of Ed Milet? Yeah, I see Felix, your comment just came through. Yes, Ed Milet.
Ed Milet. And I recently finished his audiobook called The Power of One More. And it's something that he constantly says. Like, he says it in his interviews, in videos, like when he's being interviewed or if he's interviewing other people. It's just like a part of his motto and his saying. And I'm just going to pull up the cover here of it. And it looks like this. And it's called The Power of One More. And it's like a super simple concept, but very powerful. And we wanted to share it with you guys. I do recommend you potentially get the book or listen to the audiobook, or at the very least, check out Ed Milet's channel and watch some of his stuff.
Great content.
But essentially what it is whatever you're doing, right? Obviously like a positive thing. And let's say you're in the gym. He references this to the gym a lot because he is a buff dude. Like, he works out and stuff. He looks like he would be like a really aggressive type person, but he's actually like really nice and has a really calm energy. But anyways, the concept is like, let's say you're working out in the gym and you're doing some bicep curls. And let's say you have 10 reps in one set. his motto is always like one more, one more.
I'll do
And
one more
so
rep.
it's, if you've set 10, you go 11.
Mm-hmm.
If if you set your alarm for 7, you go 5 minutes earlier. And so it's like you do this concept of one more, and it actually builds a habit of extra, doing extra, going the extra mile. It's similar to going the extra mile. And when I first heard him saying this concept, I actually initially used it in the gym because I was the one at the gym that wanted to do one less at the gym, cuz when you're, it's different, like when you're lifting weights or whatever, like that doesn't come naturally to me. And so when I'm cranking it and I'm pumping it, and there's 10, I want to stop at 8 or 9 because I'm like tired and stuff. But listening to Ed Milet, and he always goes, one more, one more. If you watch his interviews, you'll hear him do the one more thing. And so I heard him. And so when I do my sets in the gym, my reps, I always go one more. And think about what that's going to do. Like, let's say you do 10 reps and you do 4 sets. That's 40 reps. But if you did one more each time, that's an extra 4.
Yeah.
And that was like one gym session. And let's say you did that, you work out 3 times a week. And then that turns into 12 extra. And then it adds up, right? So what he's trying to say is all these extra one mores, they compound, they add up.
It's exponential, right? Yeah. That effort is exponential. I think that's the whole idea behind it. It is one more when you look at it alone, but the effort as a whole is exponential. And you can apply this to anything, not just in the gym. If you're filming videos and you can do one more,
I do that.
One more. If you are
reading,
if you're
one
reading,
more
page, there's so many different applications to this. And I think what it does as well is just continuously help you keep your promises to yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're saying, like, I'm just going to do one more, and it's like you're continuously surpassing that goal, and you're checking it off, and you're achieving those, what you said you were going to do, and even a little bit beyond that. And the power of that, of just going beyond, keeping your promises to yourself and pushing yourself just a tiny bit further each time, that energy just flows into everything else that you do, into the rest of your life, your business, your attitude towards your projects, your goals. It's super powerful.
Yeah, and you don't realize how much good it's actually doing for yourself, because usually people are like, they fall short. Like, it's like, oh, I'm too tired, I can't complete it, or whatever it is. And it's usually the majority of people, they fall short with what they're doing. So if you're always wanting to do one more, then it's like you're gonna get to whatever it is you said you were gonna do, plus a little extra. And that habit is something that's needed to be successful, honestly. Because if you're constantly cheating yourself and you fall short of that 10 reps, and you always do 9 and you always do 8, like, guess how you're going to carry it around in your life? Like, guess what you're going to do? You're just going to try and find the easy route and just skirt by and just cut corners and, try and do it like that.
You're cultivating, like, if you think about it, just by doing one more, you're really cultivating a sense of commitment to yourself and to your goals. And you're cultivating this energy of just like I said, just pushing yourself a little bit outside of your comfort zone. And I think that's the point, is like that one more rep, that one more page, that one more whatever it is, that act alone is you pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. So each day, if you're doing this, every single day, you're working outside of your comfort zone. And for those of you who listen to the podcast and read the book, the entrepreneur books, personal development, all this kind of stuff, the quotes that are floating around out there, there's so much about, just push yourself a little bit outside of your comfort zone, because that is where the magic happens. That is where the magic is created. And when I say magic, it's like that's where things that you want to achieve, but maybe you haven't yet, or you want to learn, but you haven't quite gotten there yet. Everything new that you want to experience, you want to be, you want to do, you want to have, happens in that outside of your comfort zone space.
So I would definitely highly recommend getting the book or listening to the audio. Like I mentioned before, I love listening to Audible, which is audiobooks, while I'm doing some crafts, or I'm walking or working out or cooking and stuff. And I'm either listening to an Audible book or I'm listening to a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy that I used to only listen to music, and I just used to be obsessed with music. And I'm not saying music is like a bad thing or anything like that, but it's switched because I'm like, I can be using this time to absorb information and learn something, because it all goes into your subconscious. Like, whatever you're watching and listening, it all goes deep down into the subconscious. So it's like, what are you feeding yourself, right? And so I highly encourage you to listen to that book. It's a really great concept. And it's something that's simple. It's similar to the 5-second rule, and it can easily be done by anybody. And yeah, Felix knows Ed Milet very well. We've got
thanks, Tracy.
Tracy in the house saying happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've heard him on the podcasts. Yeah, he's extremely caring.
He has such a big heart. Like, you look at him and he looks intimidating, but when you hear him speak, he's just full of love and caring. He's like a big bunny in an intimidating man suit. But yeah, he's awesome, and so full of value, so wise. Yeah, he's a great one to listen to.
Timothy said that he just ordered it from his public library. Awesome. Yeah, it's a good one to listen to and to read to. My sister's actually reading the physical book right now. Felix says, I use the one more mindset when making YouTube videos because I know the next one could be the best one.
Ooh, so exactly. Good. That's so good. Yeah, absolutely.
I think about that when I'm uploading videos, and I'm, I might be tired or whatever, and I'm like, you know what? Just, like thinking the exact same thing. This one video could get us a new client, could make a course sale, could get some Google ad revenue. And actually, we just had someone comment on a video that is 7 years old.
Oh, yeah.
It's a tutorial video I did.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I did, but it's a 7-year-old video. The audio is horrible. The video quality is crap. It's from 7 years ago.
The comment was actually something like, 7 years later,
it still works or something.
Still amazing. Yeah.
And
that's so cool.
Back then, 7 years ago, it was extremely difficult for me to do YouTube videos. It was not like second nature and just like brushing teeth like it is now. Now it's like so easy. We film, 5 videos in one go, 10 videos. That time that we did 25 videos in one day, and it was so much harder back then. But we put in the reps, and we have 1,700 or so video reps from our own channel. Yeah. This is not including like other people's channels that we manage and work on, or other random videos that didn't make it to the channel. So it's like, it's a lot of reps. It's a lot of reps.
It's a lot of reps. And Jojo, thank you so much. Saw the super chat come through. Oh, love it. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Love the martini glass in there.
On our end, there's this it shows your profile picture, and then because like every denomination amount is a different
Color, yeah.
and it's like purple and it's got aqua green and it like looks so good.
It does.
And we can only see it here on the dashboard, but it looks awesome.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jojo.
Uh,
Yes, Timothy, crossing, exactly. That's a good example. Crossing off one more on the to-do list. Yeah. Explosive over time, right?
And the thing with to-do lists is you got to be careful with them because they can make things worse. They can cause anxiety. They can stress people out more than they help. So what I've done, like I have these lists that I do on Sunday, and I list out the entire week of things that I'd like to get completed, and I put it in different categories. So there's like stuff that we need to do for Essetino that are like maintenance type stuff that needs to happen weekly.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's stuff I call it moving Essetino 1% forward.
Yeah,
that's its own category because that stuff is not necessarily weekly stuff, but it's stuff that's gonna push us forward,
grow
right?
the business directly. Yeah.
And then there's personal stuff, and then there's client stuff. And so I have these 4 categories on my notebook, and I list out each week the stuff that needs to be completed. And I'll tell you that not everything, there hasn't been one time where I highlighted like everything. There was one time where I got close, but for the most part, I don't get it all completed, and I'm okay with that.
Because you keep adding to it too, right? So it's an expanding list.
It's not necessarily an expanding list, but it's like I choose like which ones are going to be the most important from every category, and I make sure that something from each category is completed. And I'm always like one more, do it one more, you know?
Yeah, for me, I do a to-do list every day, and the to-do list is not so much as a list of everything that I have to get done in that day, because I've tried that and that totally overwhelmed me. But it's the priorities. So I work in terms of priorities, and I always write down my top 3 priorities for the day. And I'll make a note of the other stuff too that I would like to finish on that day. But the priorities are always the first things that I attack. Get those done and then move on to the other little things. But you're absolutely right. Like whether it's with a priority or a to-do item on your list, if you can just push yourself to do one more little thing, it's exponential. Like we were saying, it's exponential. That time will be, basically banked because you're getting that off of your to-do list and not rolling it over onto the next day. So yeah, super powerful.
And quick shout out here. Let's see if she's still on. My sister is in the house there.
Whoa, guest appearance.
Justine Tolentino.
Hello, Justine.
Are you still there, or could you not wait until I get to the comment?
The software, do you remember? So the software was it was an MP3.
It was a website. It wasn't even like an actual download installation software. It's a website that allows you to clip an MP3 audio file.
Yeah,
that's all. And
so thank you to that website because it still works.
Yeah. So
many people have gotten so much value out of that tutorial video that she created. That was just one comment that we received earlier.
Oh, we get weekly.
Yeah,
it's like weekly comments.
Yeah.
I can't. I think at the time I was using this free website to quickly clip an audio file or something. I don't know. I can't remember. Clearly, I wasn't using Camtasia, or maybe I didn't think I could use Camtasia because you can do that in Camtasia.
Another color just popped up on the screen. Roland, thank you so much. Yes, coffee for your birthday, Arit, and root beer for Jewel.
Nice.
That's awesome. Thank you, Roland.
And helping with the editing issue. I tried to help you. I hope
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's oh man, when you get an editing issue and it just ruins your
It's
day.
frustrating, yeah.
But I'm glad it all worked out in the end, and you did your first of two premieres. So that's really cool to hear. And thank you, Roland. Appreciate the super chat.
Thank you, thank you. So many birthday gifts today. I love it.
Yeah, people are saying
thank you.
Happy birthday.
1% Forward sounds like a perfect book title. I know, it kind of fits into that category of the power of one and the high five habit, and there's so many of those now, right?
And it was from Atomic Habits.
Yep.
He was the one who was saying the 1%. And then he like did the calculation and stuff.
Yeah. I've heard that elsewhere too, but Atomic Habits explained it in a way that just, it makes total sense. Yeah. He explained the science behind it. Timothy asks, what do you all think of preparing mentally for success? Such as for me, I'm producing 30 course packets I send to students ahead of the sales. So Timothy, are you asking what do you think of creating this package for your students to kind of, it's like a mindset piece to your course and you're sending that out to your students? Or are you asking in general, mentally preparing for success?
And I would also ask, have these students like purchased the course and then you're like sending the packet, or you're sending it as like a promotional piece and to lead to sales?
We have many questions for you, Timothy.
Let me know.
Comment down below, or on the side rather, for the live streams. Oh my gosh.
Justine says she's still here.
Hello, Justine. We had another color pop up. Brayden.
Whoa.
What an entrance.
Shout
Maybe
out,
you've been here
Brayden.
all along. Thank you so much, Brayden.
Wow, you have a lot of coffees for your birthday.
Let's collect the coffees.
Lattes for the week.
You're awesome. Thank you so much. Brayden, Roland, Jojo, Timothy, Lisa, you guys are awesome.
Wow, thank you so much. All the colors, we're seeing all the colors. The super chat and super sticker colors.
Super chat rainbow. I love it.
Yeah, no, Roland, I felt your pain when you were having the issue. It was crazy, like, because I've had that before too, where you're just trying to render a video, but it's not working for some reason. And max out with Ed Milet. Yeah, he always says max out with Ed Milet. That's what he always does. That's his saying. I highly recommend listening to him. He's a great listen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, wow, so many super stickers and super chats. Brayden and Roland, the yellow there.
We had
Jojo,
the green.
And the
thank you guys.
And the blue. There's
it's seriously a rainbow. Yeah.
And then the red from Lisa.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
I think this is the first time we've seen all the colors of the super chat. That's so cool. You guys are awesome. I'm getting excited for Christmas because we're gonna do a crazy Christmas episode.
It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, live stream. Crazy Christmas live stream.
We'll let you know a little bit more about it as it gets closer.
Timothy says, the packet comes with the course when they enroll.
Mm-hmm.
I am believing that I will get the 30 sales and producing the packets. Okay, now I understand. You are producing these packets and visualizing the 30 students.
Oh, yeah.
You get it?
So the question is, what do you think about that? Like that process of visualization?
Oh, yeah.
Setting yourself up for success. I use that all the time.
Yep.
All the time. When you're visualizing, you're literally placing yourself in that moment and attracting different circumstances, different things in your environment to bring that closer to you. And it's kind of moving in a little bit into the law of attraction, that sort of thing, which you don't necessarily have to believe in order for it to happen. But just by you thinking it, visualizing it, seeing it, that's going to change the way you behave. It's going to change your attitude about it. And when that changes, that energy affects whatever it is that you're working on that's moving you closer towards it. It's going to affect the way that you talk to people about the course. It's going to affect so many different things. And I've used this visualization method like since I learned about it, like in 2010, around that time, 2010. I used visualization very, very strongly to go on my first tour across Canada for my music and get to perform at the Rialto Theatre in Montreal, which was, there was only like 3 spots for Western artists to go on this tour.
Yeah, I just give a quick backstory. So they were opening spots for 3 artists, and they could be either a band or a solo artist.
Yeah.
And it was based on ticket sales.
Yeah.
You had to, the top 3 artists that could have the top 3 ticket sales was going to get to come along for the entire ride across Canada. Otherwise, if you didn't make it, then you would just do your own province. So we would, if we didn't make it, then we would only do British Columbia. But if you make it, then you could go British Columbia, Alberta. We skipped over Saskatchewan, skipped over Manitoba, then go to Quebec, Ontario, and Nova Scotia. And at the time, that was like a big deal, right? To be able to,
it was a dream come true,
go across Canada. And so, you know, we could have looked at it, and because Arit's a solo artist, right? And then there were bands
with
like
many members,
rock bands,
yeah,
that had 5 people. And so that it's like, oh, that's, you know, technically it's not a fair fight, right? But to us, we were like, we're winning. We're going to be number 1.
So I had a page, I still remember very clearly, in my old, like I was renting a basement suite in the city, and then I had a piece of paper that says, I am going to Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sell, I can't remember how many, it was like 100 tickets or something like that. I looked at that every single day. I visualized me in Montreal. I looked up what the Rialto Theatre looks like because I've never been there. And I looked inside the theater and I visualized me performing in that theater every single day. And that happened. And that was like one of the first, around the first times that like I really, because I would always hear about the power of visualization, but that was around one of the first times I actually put it into practice, like very like with commitment. And ever since then, I've been doing it. And this is why I still create vision boards, you know. I very much believe in the power of visualization, and it's not just that one, you know, that was just one example, but I can give you so many of them.
And you know how we were able to win, it was just the 2 of us selling tickets. And let me tell you, at the time it was difficult to, it still is, to sell a ticket to, you know, a concert or a performance for live music when it's like you know, a local artist and stuff that's not known. And so we did like everything. We created a Facebook group, but we created the story. And so we're like, help Arit get across Canada. And we're like, you know, and people would even buy tickets and they weren't able to attend, but they still purchased the ticket, and that counted, and it still counted. And there were people that, you know, got on board with everything. And like, there was we brought the most people we sold the most tickets, and we won, and we got across. And we were one of the top people to go across. And it was such a unique experience, and we couldn't believe that we beat out the bands and stuff. And it's like, you could have just folded and been like, oh, well, I'm only 1 person or 2 people, and they have like 5 people. But we visualized winning, and we're like, we just kept saying, we're winning, we're selling a ticket. And every time it was like, 1 more ticket, 1 more ticket, 1 more ticket. And there's actually studies on visualization, and it's not just kind of like an air in the sky thing.
So many things.
But there's this book,
there's a science behind it. There's
this book that explains a study that they did with people playing baseball. I can't remember, cybernetics.
Psycho-cybernetics.
The book is called Psycho-Cybernetics.
Yeah.
It's quite a dry book. I do recommend it, but there's this one study in there about playing baseball and visualization. So they had two groups of people, and actually, well, three groups because there was a control.
Yeah.
And they had one group like actually do the baseball and like swing the bat, practice, and all that kind of
the
stuff.
baseball.
Yeah, and just like physically practice.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they had one group, I think, do nothing. That's the control, right?
Yeah.
They do nothing.
Yeah.
And then the other group, they visualized practicing. They just like sat on the couch or something, visualized with their eyes closed, visualized hitting the ball, doing the home run, swing, got it, no strikeouts. Guess which group did better? The one that physically practiced, the one that visualized practicing, or the control? Well, believe it or not, the one that actually visualized the home runs, like that went a little bit further, because the ones that were just practicing, like just hit it, and they were not visualizing, getting home run and hitting it out of the park and stuff. But the visualization people went further, went deeper, had a stronger connection. And they are the ones that did better in this study. And it just goes to show, like, even just like your thoughts are extremely powerful.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about crappy stuff, it's like it's poisoning you.
I hope we answered your question, Timothy.
Yes.
We went off. I hope that's what you were asking, was about visualization and mindset. Let us know if we didn't, but we hopefully we gave you some good value out of that anyways.
We all
Stan.
I'm not sure. And Roland says, how many people were in that theater?
Oh, the theater's capacity is like 1,200, but there were hundreds. There were hundreds of people.
Are you talking about the Rialto in Montreal?
Rialto.
That theater is famous because a lot of famous people have performed there, like Celine Dion and stuff.
I don't remember, because there were multiple artists and we all sold like quite a bit of tickets. So in the hundreds, but I don't remember the exact.
It was number. I remember it was a packed for Rialto.
It was a full house. It was, yeah.
People had to stand
fun.
in the back and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Braden.
I've subscribed to Creative Fabrica and Canva, and that's got me excited about POD again. Cool.
Whoa, you're going back into print on demand.
And also dipping my foot into medium content, KDP. I'm still going to do YouTube and blogging.
Whoa, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, keep us posted on that. Let us know when you have your YouTube channel going. Obviously, we'll share that and stuff.
Yeah. How are you liking Creative Fabrica, Braden?
What is that?
I've heard of that too. I know a lot of people use Canva, but not many people say they use Creative Fabrica. So I'm curious to know how you think about that. The plan is content creation in the morning and marketing in the afternoon. Cool. I love that you've structured your day that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's because I have set days as well, or set time slots in my week where I just work on, like, for example, like filming videos, or I just work on doing something to move Essetino forward, or I just work on client work and getting that off my plate. And that just kind of helps check all of the boxes and the priorities that we need to get done in a week. So that's awesome.
Felix says, the power of the mindset never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah, there's so much.
It's crazy.
There's so much we don't know. And that's like what's so exciting to me about learning about mindset and how it all works. And it's like, it's not esoteric stuff. It's when you read these books, it's science. It really is. There's so much validation behind it. And like, if you put it into practice yourself, you'll see it works.
I think that's a good place to leave it off with this comment right here. Thank you, everybody, for all of the
you guys are awesome.
Super stickers and super chats. That was crazy. That was like a whole color scheme happening.
We appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for showing up this evening, for your time, your attention, your donations, your, questions, your conversation. We love all of it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, I think we'll leave it at that. And we'll see you guys next Thursday at 6 p.m. PST.
See you then. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.